Womanizer, 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 oh, you're a womanizer, baby. And that's why people with headphones need to stop that shit. Steve Jobs. Oh, Stevie. Steve, I was so unimpressed yesterday. I was so pumped about the Apple announcement. I was like, they're gonna announce something huge for MacBooks. And the only thing that really impressed me, I was like, okay, better integrated graphics. NVIDIA chipset, good. But everything else was kind of stupid. Okay, great, glossy screens for everyone, so color correction and Photoshop don't work as well. Great. A lot of people were depressed about no Blu-ray drivers, but it kind of makes sense for Apple. Why put Blu-ray in your computer if you're gonna make your customer go to Walmart to get a Blu-ray DVD? Especially when you're selling movies on iTunes. Apple also announced that the bottom of the line MacBook is now $999, which is great unless you're a normal person, and that's still probably a lot of money to you. I mean, the economy is declining, Apple's stock is declining, everybody's stock is declining, no more than Google, who's dropped 45% in the last year. The Dow Jones is under 9,000. I can't even make a Dragon Ball Z joke about the Dow Jones anymore. That's how bad the situation is. According to a news update, Dick Cheney reportedly had abnormal heart rhythms. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh no, what if Dick Cheney dies? That'll be terrible. Oh no, Dick Cheney. The only reason I even mention that is because it provides an easy segue to talk about death. I was reading an article recently that talked about what it's like to be dead, but there's no way to describe what it's like to be dead, because people that even had near-death experiences were only dead-ish. There was still stuff shooting off in their brain. So maybe they saw like a kitty cat, or like their friends, or like their family was waiting for them in heaven for like a family reunion that somehow didn't suck. Anyone that's in existence can't explain what it's like to not exist. I mean, whether you believe in an afterlife or not, there's one truth, that this body ends. So the moral of that story is, I'm gonna go have an anxiety attack right now. Wednesday's douchebag of the day is just douche-tastic. Because there's three guys, they buy laptops from Walmart, Walmart sells it to them. The three guys get angry because Walmart sold them laptops, but didn't actually sell them laptops. They sold them boxes with no laptops inside. So they called Walmart and they were like, what the hell, where's my laptop? Walmart thought they were getting screwed over, so they called the police. Turns out the guys were buying the laptops with stolen credit cards, but it also turns out Walmart actually sold them empty boxes with no laptops. Which obviously both sides on the wrong, fraud probably the worst of the two. But I gotta wonder, how stupid are you that you buy a laptop and then not realize that it's just an empty box? Unless it's advertised as world's lightest computer, 7 times the weight of happiness. Little side fact, you may not know this, myself and Kev Jumba, best friends. Don't believe me? Here's some pictures. Here's a picture of us just after we won the National Ultimate Frisbee Championship. Here's a picture of Kev trying to get to first base with me, because God knows I'm fat enough. Actually, I just got this through an email. It was one of the weirdest photo shoot days of Hooking Up Show, which is a show that I am a terrible actor and look ugly in. In Salt Lake City, a set of schools have set up the website called Snitch.com. They said they made the website so people could report bullies and drug activity and anything like that. And they want to get rid of the bad label of snitch. The thing I wonder is, could they really not think of a better website name than Snitch.com? That's like naming the website LooseLippedPussy.com. I really hope that's not a real website. Don't go to that website. I'm actually going to type it in right now. Maybe one of the stupidest stories of the day, a man actually named his baby Sarah McCain Palin. He actually did that. His wife thought he was joking around, actually on the birth certificate. He said he named the baby Sarah McCain Palin because, you know, he doesn't have that much money and he wants to raise awareness that McCain and Sarah Palin are running for president and vice president. I don't know if anyone has the heart to tell him at this point that people know that they're running. Like, I don't know if there's any swing voters out there that are like, well, I want to vote for someone, but only if someone named a baby after the politician. Really? They did. In other news, Christina Hendricks is gorgeous. In fact, very, very, very gorgeous. Yes, it sounds like, okay, we have an update. Yes, okay. It turns out I would actually hit it 2 times. Wait. No, okay, I apologize to our viewers. It's actually 3 times. One of the last stories I want to talk about today is a man on Turkish Airlines that handed a note to a flight attendant that said, I'm hijacking the plane, I have bombs strapped to myself. Minutes later, essentially everyone on the plane beat the shit out of him. Turned out he didn't have bombs on him, he was just a really stupid drunk guy. But the reason I want to talk about this is in the article written. It refers to the last time Turkish Airlines was almost hijacked. The article actually reads, 2 men had a standoff with police at the Turkish airport where they later surrendered and apologized. What I want to know is, since when did it matter if you apologized after you tried to hijack a plane? Also, to the constant emails asking me about the shirts and why they're out of stock now, it's because all the pre-orders sold out. I believe they're being sent out on the 22nd. So you guys should be getting your shirts soon, and eventually the store will be back up, so you'll just have to wait till then. Also, for you types that get bored, I will most likely have my live stream open as much as possible over the next week. Links over here in the sidebar. It's either me talking or me streaming games I'm playing, anything like that. So if you want to join in, click the link. Your Wednesday question of the day is, if you were stuck on an island where there was plenty of food and there was plenty of water, and you couldn't bring any people, what 3 things would you bring with you? Have a good Wednesday.